start, why did Terry decide to step away?
You're going to have to, ask Terry. But, he's a great coach. Really enjoyed getting to know him. A terrific person, and, it was his decision, and we just wish him the best.
Did it catch you off guard? I know you made the trip, and so, how did that just sort of come about in the last day, 24 hours?
No, of course. It caught all of us off guard, of course. But, again, we just support him. He was terrific. I learned a lot from him in a very short time. He's really good at what he does, and, he's made a decision, a personal decision, and we just have to respect that.
How do you feel like your relationship was with him?
Good. Yeah, we had a good working relationship.
And then just as far as, him running a lot of the offensive things, how do you kind of try to, I'm not replace that knowledge, but, work through kind of what he was doing or change it in your own?
No, we have a great staff. I'm really confident in all our staff, and every individual on our staff has been working extremely hard, and we're just excited for the season, and we'll just do it collectively.
Do you anticipate bringing anybody else onto the staff?
We're still evaluating that, but again, I think my staff is top notch, and we'll evaluate it as we move forward.
Adrian, is that hard for someone to go from being a head coach for a long time to an assistant, or is that a process?
You have to ask Terry or someone. This is my first year, so I couldn't answer that question.
Was I guess the timing of it, obviously there's still a week left at camp, there's a preseason game of scrimmage. I mean, was that, at least in the discussions with him, part of that, of not waiting till another point in time? This kind of gives you, I imagine, a chance to reset or spread out his responsibilities to some other people.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Was part of the discussion with him or his decision with you to do it now, to do this now, as opposed to maybe January or February? You know what I mean?
No, it was Terry's decision, and I respected that. We did have a great conversation. I can't disclose, what we spoke about out of respect for him, but again, we support him, and we're still excited about the season. We got a great team and great staff, and life is good.
You talked about DJ Baker doing some of the offensive stuff as well. Is there guys you look at on your staff that you think need to step up, kind of?
All of them are great. All of them. DJ Baker, Nate Mitchell, Patrick Mutombo, Joe Prunty has been amazing. Josh Oppenheimer, Sydney Doppner, she's been great. Vin Baker's been great. Jordan Walker, our entire staff has been amazing. So, again, we're excited. We had a really good practice. The players were great, phenomenal, and we just get ready for tomorrow.
You mentioned not going through this before as a first-time head coach. How have you tried to get your players used to, one coach that was here not being around and kind of moving forward?
Well, a lot of our guys are veterans, and it's the NBA, and things happen. But we stick together, and we're a team, and then we get to work. You can never lose sight of the work and focus on the work. And we had a great practice, and I thought their concentration was great, and I thought we got a lot accomplished today.
You noticed Chris out there shooting. What are you expecting for Chris tomorrow?
Well, I think that's to be determined to see how he feels tomorrow. But he was awesome. He went through the entire practice, looked pretty good. But again, let's see how he feels when he wakes up, and then we'll go from there.
And no limitations today. It was full go, 5-on-5 for all that stuff.
Yeah, 5-on-5, but it was very minimal contact today as far as 5-on-5. Live work. But he went through the entire practice, and he looks great.
Was everybody else able to participate?
Yes, everybody participated in today's practice.
Can you speak on the value in playing the Grizzlies again tomorrow for an exhibition game this time at home?
I mean, they're fast in transition. They I believe Steven Adams is gonna, if he plays, He's just elite on the glass, and it's a good test for us because they're a physical team, well-coached team. So all these games are meaningful, and you just try to learn. I think the benefit of this game is that we played them, and it'll be the first time we've played someone second time. So we watch the film, see if we can make our adjustments in this game, and then just reevaluate after the game to see if we made progress. So it's a good teaching opportunity for our team because it's the first time we're playing a team for the second time, and we'll see if our team can come out and make our adjustments and on both ends of the floor, and then watch some film the day after.
The Bucks announced that you designed the first cap in the BMO Cap Series. What was that process like for you?
Oh, it's great. I can't wait to really rock it in practice. I think it was awesome. But thank you to BMO and their entire staff that came through, and it was fun. My first time designing a cap, and have you seen it?
I haven't yet.
Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you. It's terrific, I must say.
You've talked about the glass on both ends throughout training camp. I'm curious, what have you thought of your guys' effort on the offensive glass and then defensively, kind of showing that up? I know that's something.
Yeah. The biggest thing is just to build the habits, because one game you could be great on the glass, and then the next game you could have some slippage. So every day in practice and on film, you just got to use every tool as a teaching opportunity to reinforce your principles. For instance, on the offensive end, every time a shot goes up, we have them, weak side crash, just to get those habits in, and a lot of players or a lot of teams are going to target Dame and Giannis, and rightly so. So there should be some, second chance opportunities, and we just want to capitalize on that.
I know you didn't get a lot of time to work with Drew Holiday, but when you came to this organization, what was your impression of just what he meant to everybody and how he kind of helped set the culture?
What I was most impressed with, on the court, I knew he was phenomenal because, I had to coach against him so many times. Even when I was in Toronto, I think he had 40-something points here in Milwaukee, all in the paint, and we couldn't stop him. He was scoring over our bigs, our smalls. I thought he was just an amazing athlete at his size and his strength, phenomenal. But I was more impressed with him off the court and just high character and how, he was the glue. Everyone loved him tremendously. And I know it was tough, and that's the tough part about our, this profession. It was extremely tough on the players because, I played this game and it's like a brotherhood, with one of your teammates, especially when they get traded. So I understood, and I've been traded myself. So it was very difficult, but, we wish him the best. But I had an ultimate respect for Drew, just not as a player, but just as a family guy. When I first took the job and I got to Milwaukee, he invited me over to his house to meet his wife and his kids. And me and my wife, we left and we were just in awe. I was like, man, they're a power couple, You got to learn their stories, and their children, so athletic as well. So, he's elite as it comes, not just as a basketball player, but as a person.